Good afternoon, Ospreys. You're watching Nest News live from the Student Union. I'm Austin Thielen.
And I'm Gabrielle Forbes. On today's show, a presidential search update.
Students' thoughts on Ozfest.
A measles outbreak in Jacksonville.
Graduation information.
How students spent their spring break.
And of course, your weekly sports update. So stay tuned
and enjoy the show. Steve Moore, the University of North Florida's Board of Trustees chair, announced the members of UNF's Presidential Search Committee on Monday. The members are Jack Boyle, James Beasley, Mike Bender, Rob Bradley, Dwight Cooper, Jay Dimitri, Amelia Dahl, Aubrey Edge, John Gall, M. Scott Thomas, and Andra Wallace. This team will provide the board with the potential candidates to consider for the new permanent president of UNF. Steve Moore said in his press release, UNF has experienced extraordinary positive momentum in recent years, and few decisions are more consequential to the university than the selection of its next president to continue advancing its mission to educate students, conduct impactful research, and support the needs of the Northeast Florida community.
At Ozfest, the University and Student Affairs Committee of Student Government sent out a survey to get students' opinions on the event. The survey's opening questions asked students about their grade level at UNF and whether they attended the event. The rest of the questions then asked students how satisfied they are with Ozfest marketing, the carnival rides and vendors, and how they would like Ozfest to return in the future. Spinnaker spoke to students about the survey and their Ozfest opinions. Sophomore Alex Hall, who said, "I personally listen to pop. It'd be nice to have a fun pop opener." She also noted that there were fewer food options because she arrived late. Junior Sky Bartenfelder told Spinnaker that there was hair and food from one food truck, and the line for the free ones closed quickly, but would rate the experience a 6 out of 10. For more information and a link to the survey, you can visit our website at unfspinnaker.com.
6 cases of measles have been reported in Duval County since the beginning of the year, with 100 cases statewide. The most recent cases of measles in Duval County have been reported in individuals who are unvaccinated or have unknown vaccination status, according to the Student Health Services Post. According to the CDC, symptoms of measles include high fever, cough, runny nose, and rash. The best way to prevent measles is to get the vaccine according to the World Health Organization, which is safe and helps fight the virus. According to Dr. Sunil Joshi, the Jacksonville Chief Health Officer, 2 doses of the vaccine provide a 97% effectiveness rate at preventing measles. If students are unsure of their vaccination status or immunity, they can schedule a free appointment with a clinical provider at the Student Health Clinic.
Well, graduation is just around the corner for the class of 2026. Let's go to reporter David Green for the requirements that you need to know.
With the semester drawing to a close, many students may be thinking about how they go about their graduation ceremonies. I spoke with commencement coordinator Harrison Sepulveda to get some insight into the process.
That's a 2-pronged process that actually occurs from the moment, starts the moment that you apply. And from the moment that you submit your graduation application, it is reviewed by 2 different parties. The first party being your advisor, obviously, the person who's guided you through your whole time here at UNF, and also the college director. And what they're doing is they're trying to verify that all of the program requirements on your degree audit have been met. And this process also is helpful because it helps proactively address any discrepancies that there might be and clearing those up. If people have not received an email about their pre-certification status, they will either on Friday or by Friday they will receive one. This Friday, the 27th. What you'll want to do next week is you'll get an email with login information to log into Tassel, which is our ticket distribution software. And you have until April 6th at noon to claim those tickets. Upon which that is when we'll move into the extra ticket distribution if there are any available. And we really try and make this a fair, equitable, and just process for everybody. So However many tickets are left over, if there are, I usually try and distribute them as evenly as I can among the requesters. Ideally, among all of them, but if that doesn't work, I take the requests that came in first.
Keep an eye on our emails as information gets released. I'm David Green, Spinnaker TV.
Well, spring break is officially over. It was awesome. Actually, we both ended up being in South Florida at the same time.
At the same time and didn't even know.
I know. But I tell you what, I had a great spring break. It was fun, just visit some family, visit some friends and stuff. But I actually now am officially sitting next to somebody famous.
I am the new Miss Golden Glades 2026 through the Miss America organization. I just competed in my first pageant,
awesome.
and I look forward to expanding my platform, Gabby's Lab, to expand STEM education in K through 12 here in Duval County and Miami-Dade County.
So now I'm officially sitting next to the representative of Miami for Miss America. It's freaking awesome. But yeah, but hope you guys all had a great spring break. I know we did. And yeah, so Sean also spoke to some students about how your breaks went. So let's go take a look at what happened around UNF.
With spring break coming to a close and students returning to campus this week, I was able to talk with some of them to see what it is they did for spring break.
Well, I didn't do a whole lot. I went down to visit my family. They live down in North Fort Myers. Kind of just chilled with them for most of it. Went to a flea market. That was pretty fire. But besides that, just kind of played a lot of video games.
So over the spring break, I had a track meet. I am a part of the track team here. And so I just spent my week training and preparing for my track meet that weekend on Thursday and Friday. I ran 46.8 in the 400 and 21.6 in the 200, so something smooth for a season opener.
So I didn't really do much for spring break. I tried going to the beach, but that kind of failed because spring break was not spring break, it was winter break. Yeah, we tried going to the beach, but it was super cold and very windy. It was cool. We had a sandwich, we did painting, and then we went home. But yeah, that's really like the only interesting thing I did.
So this spring break, I spent a little time with my friends and my family. I went down to Fort Lauderdale and hung out with some of my friends down there. Went to the beach. And then I took a total U-turn and went all the way to St. George Island, which is like on the west coast of Florida. And I hung out with my family there. It was a lot of fun.
For more content from UNF Spinnaker, please be sure to check out our socials. With that, I'm Tashawn Charity with Nest News.
And now let's go to Ryan with the weekly sports update. Take it away, Ryan.
Hello everyone, I hope you all had a restful spring break and are ready to blitz the rest of the semester because your athletic teams certainly are. And with that, let's get right into this week's UNF Sports Update. Starting things on the sand, the Ospreys beach volleyball team has had an up and down past few weeks as they went 3-5 across the 8 games they played. The highlight of that stretch was a 4-1 victory over 14th ranked Florida Atlantic. UNF will hope to bounce back this weekend when they travel to the Texas Invitational for matchups with 4 top 10 teams. Swinging things over to the hard court, the UNF women's tennis team added 3 more W's into the win column over break as they took down UAB, Appalachian State, and North Alabama with relative ease. Sitting at 17-0, they are the only undefeated team in the nation and will look to keep things going this weekend against FIU in Austin Peay. Checking in on the men's side, the Ospreys men's tennis team showed resilience in the back end of spring break, as after dropping 4 matches in a row, UNF responded in a major way by taking down James Madison 5-2 and following that up with a 7-0 sweep of Lipscomb. They will have their eyes set on stacking more wins against FGCU and Stetson this weekend. Running over to the Oval, the UNF track and field teams had a fantastic outdoor season opener at the River City Relays. On the men's side, 2 program records fell as both the open 400 meter and the 4x400 meter relay records were shattered. While on the women's side, they had first place finishes in the 800 meter and 10,000 meter. Next up, both teams will travel to the UCF Knights Invite this weekend. Batting things over to the diamond, the Ospreys baseball team has caught fire as they are now 5-1 in ASUN conference play after a strong 2-week stretch. They started off by winning their opening series against Stetson 2-1 and then followed that up with a 3-game sweep of FGCU, where they came from behind in every single game. Next up for them on the hit list is a series with JU. That's all I have for you all today. See you next time.
Well, Ospreys, that's all we have for you today. Also, as a reminder, April 8th is Giving Day, so please consider donating to Spinnaker and supporting college media.
And for all things Spinnaker, check out our website at unfspinnaker.com or our Instagram at unfspinnaker for more content.
And as always, thank you so much for watching. I'm Austin Thielen.
I'm Gabrielle Forbes.
And we'll see you next
week on Spinnaker's Nest News.